Hi again, my name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and today I'm doing my second What's Sold for this past week, which was July 30th through August 1st. I'm doing this a little different. I have just finished a haul on What's Sold the Monday through Thursday of last week, and now I'm going to do What's Sold Friday and through Sunday. And this way, I think I will be able to show you a little bit more of the types of things that are selling for me. So I'm hoping, not everything is a grand slam, but the consistent sales for me is what's the most important. All right, let me go over here and turn this back on. All right, this first item that I sold, I picked up earlier this summer at a church yard sale. I bought a whole pile of stuff, and I think I only spent about $20 on all of it. It could have been more. I did feature this in a haul, but I did sell this American Girl stage. Let me show you a picture of it. It looks like this. It was missing one of the lights that you see there in the picture. It's purple, and then I think it was supposed to come with a tiara, but I did state that in my listing that this is what was included in the lot, and I did sell it for $21.50. This Fire King has been selling for us. I'm down to the last few lots that I did. I did list these, the unique colors separately, and then I put some of the jadeites together. I didn't realize how many different varieties they are. All the bottoms for a lot of them were different, and then I had some that were flat bottomed, and it's been definitely a learning experience for me. But I did, we paid, I think we got about 24 cups, and it was a benefit yard sale for a close friend. So we went ahead and we offered her $125 for the cups, and I've already made all my money back on that. And I still have a few pieces. I did find out the peach luster isn't anything grand, so I'll probably be putting them over in my booth. But I did sell the yellow cup for $15 best offer. I've already sold the blue. I showed it in my haul previous to this one. This I picked up at the 100 Mile Yard Sale, which we are still working on. So you'll see it in one of the pictures. But I bought just a little bucket full of stuff and walked up to the guy, and it was just a few figures and a couple plush, and I can't even remember what all was in there. But this Eden rabbit was in there, and I paid $3 for the whole lot, and I did sell him for $25.99. This is Citrus Grove. This is kind of funny because I sold 2 plates. This order was for 2 plates, and he paid $17.92 for them, but he sent me a message saying that he was had accidentally broke one of his wife's plates, so he was ordering the 2 and hoping that she wouldn't notice. So it was kind of funny. So I did get them out right away for him. This is a Build-A-Bear Flash costume. I picked up a bear with the 2 outfits. I believe I paid $5. There was a Flash, and I can't remember who the other one is. But I did list the 2 costumes separately, and I did sell him for $20 best offer. Here's some of the jadeite that I have sold. These are the D handles. I put these 2 together. I put all of them that had the same kind of inscription on the bottom. I think that's the right word. But I did sell these for best offer of $40 for the 2 cups. This is Douglas Llama plush. Just another example of things that I pick up, and I did sell him for $8.05. I don't do free shipping. I know I try to say this on every listing, so or every haul, on every what sold video, but this is from our online estate sale that we picked up, that we won. I won like 136 lots of mostly stuffed animal, vintage stuffed animals that were advertising. A lot of them were advertising plush. I think I spent $591 and I'm already in the profit, and I've only really listed 2 garbage bags of stuff from there out of about 12 bags that I have, and then the medical cups that I shared a couple weeks ago. But I did sell Opus here for $13.45. This is Hallmark, a Snowberry. I sold another one, I think last week. It still had its tag, and then I sold this one for $11.66. Hallmark is slow for me, but I still pick it up because it's such a good quality. And a lot of times they're holiday themed, so. This is a backpack that we picked up at Finders Keepers when they first opened. They were amazing. We may try them again, but the last couple of times we've ended up just buying a few personal things and leaving. But this is Bonka, and we paid $1 for it and sold it for $17.95. We've started selling clothes. I mentioned in the previous What Sold that I've listed about 140 items, I think, so far, maybe close to 150. And they're starting to sell, but when you have so few, you know, you don't get the sales like I get daily sales for my stuffed animals. But I got several lowball offers on this, and then all of a sudden it sold for the price, $12.68. So it's a Patagonia tank top. I think I paid a quarter or 50 cents at a yard sale. I'm gonna miss yard sale season when it ends. All right, the Oneida silverware is still selling for me. These were the last of the teaspoons, or no, the tablespoons. The lady sent me a message saying that if I had teaspoons, she was very much interested in them, but I had already sold all of them. But I did sell these for $31.45. I still have a few things left, but we've done really well with the Oneida. I don't find it often enough. And these all look mint. This is an Eden lamb. It had little sparkles in it. I always pick up Eden. It's just a nice quality plush, but I did sell him for $17.95. Now, I sold this for $5. It is a Gymboree clown. Like I said previously, a lot of things, I don't do a whole lot of research ahead of time. And this was very dirty anyway when I purchased it. And then I found out it actually had a little sound box in it and didn't work. So I still went ahead and cleaned it up. At the time, I didn't know how much it was worth. But I do all of my processing first. I take pictures. I use a spreadsheet. I write everything down. I weigh it. I get the bin location for it. And then the next morning, I sit and I do all my listings at one time. Just copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And so I've already done all the work. So I go ahead usually and still list this stuff that's not worth a whole lot. I know I didn't pay very much for him, but I did go ahead and sell him for best offer of $5 because I'm still making money on him, and he's gone. But you know, not everybody would agree with my business plan, but it works for me. This was, I think, a foreign purchaser who's using a freight forwarder. He shopped for a couple of days. I was actually just about going to close out on one of them for non-paying, and then he bought these other two, and I went ahead and sent him combined shipping, and he paid right away. So, you know, and these are just obscure brands. I got a message from somebody. I may have my husband put it up here, but somebody sent me a message this week. They had bought just some old toy and sent me a picture. Their wife had got this toy as a child, and she was adopted, and she had the same goose. Oh, in fact, I think I featured him in my last What's Sold. He was by Wallace Berry. Hers, he sent me a picture of hers. It had been fixed. It had button eyes replacing. It had put like a scarf around its neck because it was so torn, and he bought that. And he says, I see that you sell a lot of this old stuff, and you know, he's like, please keep doing that, because he said somebody's always looking for something, and you know, not many people are willing to sell these older brands and, you know, more non-brand items. So, you know, it just reminded me that I need to keep doing what I'm doing, because there's not a whole lot of people who sell what I sell, and eventually it does sell, you know. So, but he did buy these 3 for $25.25. Like I said, this first one, I don't even know the brand. It was just a rabbit with a corduroy outfit. And then Sasco, I've never heard of. And then I just found this one recently, and it was ABC Distributing, which is, I think, a mail order type company. So you just don't know what's going to sell. But $25 for 3. All right, this is a Cal Toy duck or swan plush, just another brand that I do pick up, and I did sell him for $15.25. I'm still selling these Pokeballs. I picked all of these up at an estate sale. I probably 20 or more, and I paid $0.25 each, and I have been selling them from anywhere from $15 on Facebook to, I think I sold this one for $17.95. So they've been amazing. They're just Burger King toys from 1998. This is a Goond Bear, but it was a brand. It wasn't from my advertising auction stuff, but it's by Thermoscan Bear. I guess maybe it came when you bought one of those thermometers. So I did list it and sold it for $11.66. This is a Build-A-Bear dragon. I picked up, it's not been very long ago, and I did sell him for $12.25. This is a Fisher-Price Giggle Gang. I don't find them very often, but they do quite well for me. You can usually get them at yard sales for $0.25 or 50 cents, but they have this little box right here inside of them, and when you squeeze them, it sounds like a little child giggling. But I did sell it for $11.66. This is a dandy orange rabbit. I think I picked this up at the 100-mile yard sale, and I listed it kind of high because I couldn't find anything really similar to it, and then I had a lady almost buy it immediately. Best offer out. She made several offers, but so I went ahead and sold it to her for $37, and then she didn't buy any of the plush that I had countered on, and then she actually canceled this order. Then later during the day, she sent me another offer for it for less, and I countered back at the price that I originally agreed on, and she countered still less. So I sent her a message with my counter and said, I'm willing to honor the price that I sold it to you for, but I need you to repurchase it at this price. I'm not going to go any lower. And she went ahead and bought it for $37. So I didn't like that at all. This is Sassy. There's several in this series. They're just little animals. I think, yeah, they're a rattle. This is the pink elephant. I find it quite often. There's another one that sells for a whole lot more, but I can't remember what it is. But I just wanted to show that, you know, it's just another one of those, you know, you can see these all over the place, and you can get them for $1, and I sold it for $8.05. This is just a bear that has the U.S. Air Force digital camo on, and I did sell it for, I'm losing my spot, $9.86. Not every time when you look on the screen is it the price that I actually sold it for, so I have a little cheat sheet up here, but I lose my spot on it sometimes. This is Walmart. I always talk about buying Walmart plush. It's just a little lime green rabbit, and I did sell it for $9.86. The next thing that sold was a Manhattan Toys green dinosaur. I did sell it for $11.66. We picked this up at an estate sale. I don't think it's been that long ago. It's a Sears donut maker. It looked like it hadn't even been used before, but I'm pretty sure I paid about $3 for it, and it did sell for $30, best offer. Somebody bought 3 of the Fire Kings that I featured in a recent haul. They did sell, they bought all 3 of them for $84.45. It was the ivory one that had a flat bottom, sold for $22.45, and then the jadeite one that had a flat bottom, I have just learned all of this stuff, sold for $26.95, and then the pink one sold for $35.05. I've talked about these before. These are Playtex nursers. I only have a few left. I bought, I believe it was about 86 bottles last year at a consignment sale, and they are really good sellers. People like these vintage ones that had the drop-ins, but I did sell this set for best offer of $20. This is a Build-A-Bear Thomas. I picked up several Build-A-Bears at a yard sale. I'm pretty sure I paid $1 for each. I did feature this in the haul, in a haul, and I did sell the Build-A-Bear for $13.45. These, put my cheat sheet up here. These are the last of the lures that we picked up the first time we ever went to Finders Keepers, and I bought 3 sets of 2, and we paid $1 each, so I had $2 in this lot, and I did sell the lures for $11.66. This is just a little tiny bear by FTD. I don't ever, I pick up anything, especially anything vintage, but this is just a little 6-inch bear that had this piece of elastic that held his arms together to wrap around a vase, and I did sell him for $8.05. I have picked these up several times. I think this is the 3rd one I've sold. It is a VTech purple scarecrow phone. I don't even know what set this goes to, but obviously parents need to buy it when they lose this little phone. It has a scarecrow on it, but I did sell this for $16.16. So if you ever see these little purple phones with a scarecrow, pick it up. These have been, I bought these probably maybe 2 years ago at an estate sale. I bought 2 huge totes of just party favors. A lot of them were Star Wars, and I just went ahead and put them in lots, and they've been sitting in a tote out in my storage, and slowly but surely they're selling away. But I did take a best offer of $10 on this lot that was just the blowouts and treat sacks. But I paid, I want to say $4 for the 2 totes, so it was a good purchase. It's a slow seller. This is a puzzle we picked up at Finders Keepers. So paid $1 and it sold for $11.45. Again, here's a purple sloth made by Best Made Toys. I did sell it for $13.45. This is a little dog from Animal Alley. I always pick them up just because Toys R Us isn't around anymore. And I sold it for $22.45. My honey's standing right there. This is a Shar-Pei dog that I've picked up recently. I'm not sure if it made it into a haul or not, but it's by JS Toys. Again, just a brand I've never even heard of, but because it was a specific breed, I went ahead and picked it up, and he sold for $22.45. This is another puzzle we picked up at Finders Keepers. Paid $1 for it. I have 6 more of them, and it sold for $17.95. These were all new in the box, so quite easy to process. I showed this in a haul probably last month. It was a Hallmark cookie jar that I picked up. I want to say I paid $2 for it at an estate sale, and I did sell it for $11.66. Alright, these next 6 things are some of my Facebook sales for this weekend. This was a petting zoo whale shark. It was 16 inches long, and I did sell it for $8. This is, I talked about these before, these are the Behringer dolls. This is one of the 8-inch little ones, and I did sell it for $8 also on Facebook Marketplace. Alright, we had a technical difficulty, and Facebook just kind of kerplopped on me and took away 2 of the things I was going to show you, but I'll go ahead and show these last 2. This is a Linux Christmas decoration called Decking the Halls, and I picked it up recently, and I don't think I paid but $2 or $3 for it, and I did sell it for $27 on Facebook. And this last one, this is a Lauer water baby doll. I showed this one, probably one of my first few hauls. I always pick these dolls up. They're the type that you can put water inside of them, and it makes them feel really lifelike. I had never seen a doll like this. This one was actually like a crawler. It was quite big, like 12 inches long, and I had it listed for a while, and somebody offered me $30, so I changed the price and went ahead and sold it for $30. It did have this ugly mark on its leg, which is going to take some time for somebody to get off, but she was willing to take the chance that she could fix it. Alright, so this is it. We've had some technical difficulties with this video, so I'm hoping it'll still come out fine. I plan on trying to get a haul from this last weekend's sales, yard sales, done probably tomorrow, and I'm also going to try to get back to that online auction stuff that I've just kind of keep getting pushed back. I have 2 bags sitting over here ready to go. Alright, see ya.